forever to score, but you got to finish these drives. That's the most important part of it.
Second and goal. Is back to Chubb. Chubb up ahead, near it, and it's a touchdown. What a start to the season for the Cleveland Browns.
180!
Back into the red zone, putting together another great drive as Chubb has all kinds of room, and he can walk right into the end zone for the touchdown. Batonio helped blow that up. An open lane of 18 yards. I don't believe he was ever touched. It's Chubb again. Same side, and another big gain as he again is able to break tackles.
180!
Well, here's Chubb around the left side. Got first down and more, and he's out of bounds short of the 50-yard line.
Texans got to try to find a way to get in that backfield and force a negative play.
Chubb back in the game, picking his way through the line of scrimmage. Has a first down and more inside the 30-yard line.
But up front is where the game has to be won now.
Chubb, running room to the 10, the 5, touchdown.
So he picks up 7. And it gives to Chubb, who breaks a tackle. Nick Chubb, first down, and still going inside the 40. Nick Chubb, like a locomotive, just keeps on chugging. Keep you updated on that. 3 tight ends in for Cleveland. Here is Chubb, right up the gut. Nick Chubb with another big run, and now the Browns starting to wear you down.
Dantzler still playing that corner for Breland, 1st and 20. It's Chubb. Nice blocking ahead, pushing Batonio out of bounds. Chubb on 1st and 10. Sealing block there, Batonio, and there he goes, running up. Tackled in the secondary. It's Chubb. Poke tackle into the secondary, and there he goes. Number 1 running attack in the NFL with Cleveland. 1st and 10. Chubb again. Hence a block, and they go with Batonio. Look at him plow.
What he brings to that room.
Chubb's got 77 yards on the ground. 2nd down, 4. Adding to it. Stiff arming. Keeping his balance. It's a foot race. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Magnificent. Beckham. Chubb. Block in there by the tight end Hooper. There he goes again. Adderley holding on for dear life.
And this is usually Hilton. He's not there.
They're going to give it to Chubb. Breaks to the outside, around Highsmith, and he's able to pull off a good run. Let's see what the Browns can do after mustering little yardage on the ground in that first half. Here's Chubb, trying to break that trend. Oh, look at him take a defender with him. It's Fitzpatrick who rides with him.
It's hard for you to say great and put Rick off after that.
He
actually is.
Flows.
He's the best.
Here's 1st and 10. And look at this hole. And a little wiggle to get another couple of yards past Fitzpatrick, and that's a gain of 12. And having to protect it again in all kinds of ways with a harness and that non-throwing arm. Here he is, 2nd and 8. Down the field he goes. Got an open man, and that's Chubb. Being left alone in the secondary. That's the 3rd one, Bryant. Getting into the backfield, and the handoff. He throws a lead block, goes Bryant for Chubb. And Chubb's inside the 20. And written down at the 13. Running behind Wyatt Teller.
I mean, you got a big old line.
Here he is, Chubb. Swarmed. Then he sneaks under, but does not find it.
No,
far side says yes. How about that? Touchdown. They give it to him. They give it to him on 2nd and 10, and he breaks a big one. He might take it all the way. As Chubb takes it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready.
2nd and 12. Chubb. Blockers out in front. Thought about cutting back, and then he stays with it on the edge and has the first down. How about all that? You can see all these decisions circling in his head.
180!
And here's Chubb with running room. Nick Chubb.
There it is.
Chubb, big hole. Chubb to the sideline and gets out of bounds at the 40. He may be slow. Here's the pitch. Chubb looking for the first. He's got it and more. Nick Chubb still running, spins. Big time play. Michael Brockers finally brings him down, but he gains 11. Third down and 3 at the 27. Can the Lions get off? Here's the pitch to Chubb going outside where he's been successful. Chubb first down. Big time run. Big time game. Big time player. Chubb again. Running left this time. Nice hesitation move. Bursts down the sideline and picks up 14. Will Harris knocks him out of bounds.
I know that. He's a Hall of Fame coach, and that's why he's in Canton, because defense was on the top of his list. 2nd and 4, first place, Dallas on top. Chubb, nice block by Teller. Outside he goes. Look at him craftily move.
Back-to-back carries for Chubb. This time he hits the seam. Nick Chubb is inside the 10. First and goal, Cleveland. By far their best opportunity of the night. They hand it off to Chubb over the left side. Nick Chubb is in. Touchdown Browns. Just get it off. Chubb has a hole. Nick Chubb with a first down inside the 25. Teller and Hance on the right side. Here's a screen for Chubb. Has blocking out in front of him and a big play on the second snap. Still rolling. Down inside the 30. Chubb. He is in for the touchdown, and what a start for the Browns on Christmas. Chubb tries the right side, first down plus. Another big play for Nick Chubb. Browns at almost 7.5 yards per carry. Add to that as Chubb. Here is Chubb, a nice run. Well, he's had a good game. On first down, Chubb breaks one tackle. 2nd down and 2. Here is a screen for Chubb. Takes it into Packer territory, out of bounds.
Give it to Nick Chubb. Big run down the sideline, trying to run away from Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they do. Try the left side. Puts forearm there to shed a defender. Turbo set.
2nd down and 7.
It is.
Chubb inside the 30, first down and more to the Bengals 26-yard line.
Turbo set.
From the 43, Chubb back in the game, and Nick Chubb is inside the 20, finally forced out of bounds at the 8-yard line of the Bengals.